Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. The Yellow Jackets return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. There will be some clean, old-fashioned hate on display in this one, guys.
Now, how cool is that, by the way? That's the name of the rivalry. When it comes up, clean, old-fashioned hate. You think they like each other? Absolutely not. Bragging rights all through the state of Georgia.
Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Spinderella. There he goes. Open it up. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Georgia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Makes the grab on 3rd. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
Finds his man and they convert. Touchdown, Georgia! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quick completion on the out route. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to pass, it's Penn. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. The Dogs left no doubt about who is king of the Peach State the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a beatdown. It wasn't close. And listen, Georgia's had a lot of wins in this series. Georgia Tech's going to need to find some confidence, some belief. Something needs to go good early because Georgia has owned the upper hand in this series.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Bulldogs are marching down the field. Quarterback checking off. He'll just keep slinging it. Got a man. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Davis will throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake them.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact...
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They'll line up for a second down play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, they were going to have their hands full trying to slow down this athletic quarterback. That time, they had their eyes in the wrong place. Quarterback got to the perimeter on the right. It was just too late. Big gainer for the O.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeps it going, feeling some heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch it. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Takes it from the gun on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. On second down, wants to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just...
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking to pass. It's Penn. He looks that one in nicely. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Movement here from the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Battle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Davis will throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Dogs in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Kingsbury. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses out.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Back to pass, it's Penn. It's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. To the end zone and is picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Kingsbury. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And they got him for the sack. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 25. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
He's off to the races. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Georgia going up tempo.
Good enough for First down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They're just about ready to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air, it's Penn. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. A first down for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. They're going to throw it again. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game has taken
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to...
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Looking to throw, it's Penn. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Coming after him. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. One more play to pad the stats. Davis will throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, and David, they were able to go out